Hi, I'm Beth Fisher. I am the founder of the Betrayal Trauma Healing Method. I had an interesting question that came in regarding triggers. A betrayed partner wanted me to help her stop the triggers. Now, I've done videos before on triggers, and I don't think I can do enough videos on triggers to try to help people understand what they really are. So, when I talk about triggers with whether it's the betrayed partner or the unfaithful partner, honestly, because the unfaithful partners need to understand triggers as well. So, whenever I'm talking to anybody about triggers, I have to explain that there's actually three parts to a trigger. The first part is the memory. It's the thoughts that come into our minds, right? It's you're just sitting there doing dishes. Next thing you know, you get this memory of the past of what happened. That's part one. Part two, then what happens is that we have many, many, many more thoughts about that memory. So part one is the memory. Part two is the thoughts. Those thoughts that we have then lead us to have a physiological change in our bodies. This is what we call dysregulation. So, even though we use the word trigger a lot in the betrayal world, really we have three parts to this. We've got a memory, we have our thoughts about the memory, and then we have dysregulation in the body. That dysregulation of the nervous system, that's all of those physiological responses. That's the racing heart, the stomach drops, the digestion goes out of whack. We feel tension, we don't sleep. All of the PTSD symptoms that we experience are all as a result of these thoughts that we're having. So when people ask me, Beth, please stop the triggers, I'm like, you can't stop the body's physiological response when there is danger. You can't. It's not possible. If I am in danger, if my brain senses that there's a threat out there, my body is going to have dysregulation. Basically, it's going to have a state that is not calm because it shouldn't be. If there's danger out there, my nervous system shouldn't be in a calm state. It should become in a heightened state to help me either fight the danger or run away from the danger, fight or flight. That's a natural, normal response. Now, if we bring this into the betrayal world, guess who the danger is? The unfaithful partner that is not doing the right work. If the unfaithful partner is not doing the right work, then that person is the danger. And the betrayed partner's nervous system is going to stay in a dysregulated state because there's a threat, there's danger. Now, what is the danger? Well, the unfaithful partner who is not doing the work is at a very high risk of acting out again. Guess what? That's the danger. The acting out again is the danger. And it's not enough for unfaithful partners to just say, oh, I'm sorry, I'll never do it again. Let's just move on. That's not how this works. The brain is much smarter than that, and so is the nervous system. So hearing somebody just say, oh, I'm sorry, I'll never do it again, that is never going to be enough for the nervous system to think that that person is safe. The unfaithful partner has to go through their own healing journey, their own personal growth. They have to figure out, why did they make the choices that they did? And only when that is done will the betrayed partner's nervous system go, wow, this person is completely different than the one that hurt me. This version of my partner is so different from the one that hurt me that I can actually feel safe. So I hope you see that just hearing words from an unfaithful partner saying, I'm sorry, I'll never do it again, that's never going to be enough for a betrayed partner's nervous system to actually calm down. So when the memories happen and we have all of those thoughts that spiral us, if we're with somebody who's done the work, who's done the right work, then those thoughts are going to go, no, 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 wait a minute, wait a minute. This version of my partner is safe. This version of my partner is doing the work. They've uncovered their why. They support me. They're transparent. They're truthful, they're honest, they're not doing anything. They want to be with me, they want to be home. They're not looking for excuses to go into the bathroom or looking for excuses to go on business trips. They're not looking for excuses to leave me like the old version did. So, in essence, I can't help anybody stop triggers. The only thing I can do is help people understand what they really are, why they're having them, and then help the betrayed partners find their own strength to create boundaries within their environment that keeps them safe. Betrayed partners who stay with unfaithful partners that don't do the work are not safe. So here at Healing Families, we have to work with those betrayed partners on building up that self-esteem, that self-worth, that self-respect. We have to help them build confidence to basically say, no, I am not putting up with what I used to put up with. That betrayed partner becomes empowered, builds that confidence to put those boundaries in place to say, no more. I deserve better. So I do hope that helps with this question of how do I stop the triggers? You don't stop triggers. You can't stop your body from going into a heightened state when there's danger. The only thing we can do is eliminate danger.